Hi everyone, Pam here from Creative Homescaping. Welcome back to my channel. And if you're new here, I post several videos a week on how to creatively manage and decorate your home. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you a tour of my home for fall 2019. I haven't been able to do as much decorating as I would have liked because I've been working quite a bit, but I did want to go ahead and share with you what I've done, including some decor I've put into my newly remodeled bonus room upstairs. So if you'd like to see all of that, then stay tuned. And here's a look at my front porch. You saw the garlands before, but I added the wreath. And then we added these mums. Now I wanted to get some mums that were more rust color, but this was all they had at the store when I went, so that's what I got. And I have one more pumpkin that I added. So I think it looks pretty and festive. If you wanted to tie in these flowers with the garlands some more, you could add some yellow flowers in. I haven't bothered to do that. I don't know if I will or not. And you could also add a little bit more orange into this wreath. And once you come into my house, then you see my entry table here where my daughters leave their keys on this tray. I've kept this pretty simple. I just put this wreath up that has traditional fall colors in it. And I got this at Costco many years ago. I just thought it was really beautiful. It has these kind of sugared looking pumpkins and acorns on it, and rusty hydrangeas, these seed pods, pine cones, oak leaves. Just really pretty. And then below that I have a garland. It's actually an oak leaf garland with some acorns on it, so that ties into the leaves on the wreath. And I have just added ribbon onto it. I actually keep this ribbon on here all the time because I don't take it off. I use it like this to make the garland look more full. And then I have added in these pumpkins that I got from Target recently. So I did decide to go ahead and use them in this front room here, because I have kind of neutral and rust tones in this room. And then as we move from the entry door to the front entry table over to our staircase, I replaced the embroidery picture I had here with this pumpkin patch picture. I got this last year. Actually, after Christmas, it was on clearance for $2.98. It was 90% off. It's a very large picture. I'll go up closer and put my hands up next to it so you can see how large this is. I think it's about 18 inches by 2 feet. Anyway, it points the way upstairs to my bonus room, and I will show you that in a minute. And here is my bonus room fireplace area, which I have decorated with neutral decor for the fall. And some of this will stay up all year. I haven't really shown you how I've decorated in here since my remodeling project, so I thought I would do that now as part of this home tour. So let's start with the right-hand bookcase. Over here on the top shelf, I have this bird. If you've watched me for a while, you've seen it for a long time. I just love this bird. I got it at Pier 1. Behind that bird, I have a tree, art piece of art, and this was actually from the Target dollar spot. It cost $5, but I thought it went well with the bird in the bookcase to add a little backdrop. And then I have these burlap pumpkins that I showed also in a Target haul. And a little touch of burnt orange and teal in here. And now on the second shelf, I have a family photo from many years ago when my daughters were still in school. It's a little hard to see. Hold on. Let me There we go. And then I just have some these wooden cutout shapes, also from the Target Dollar Spot. This metal pumpkin from the Target Dollar Spot. I'm going to put a votive in here that has a remote on it. And then this pumpkin, which I bought a few years ago from Target Dollar Spot. So lots of Target Dollar Spot items. And now down to the lower shelf. On this shelf I have a picture, my younger daughter's high school graduation picture. So she was 17 in this picture, much younger in this one. And down in this middle shelf I have a couple of my Pottery Barn home decor books, since the colors go in this room. I have a plate stand here, and in the plate stand I've stuck this metal basket from the Target Dollar Spot, and then this sign I got, I think last year, from Target Dollar Spot. As well as over here, this candle holder and pair that were threshold clearance items, and then these two felted pumpkins. I think I got those from Target a few years ago, but I purposely got them for this room because I knew I was going to go with more neutral colors in here. So now here's an overall look at the right-hand bookcase. Let's move on to the left-hand bookcase. So here's an overall look at the left-hand bookcase. We'll start on the top shelf. I have had this globe for many years. I believe it came from Pier 1. I've always used it in this room in some way, but as you can see it has neutral colors as well as the kind of burnt orange colors and teal, so it's perfect for the colors I have going for this holiday season, fall and Thanksgiving season. Here's a sign I picked up on clearance from Walmart. I showed that in a haul, and then some more of those burlap pumpkins with the burnt orange, teal, and beige colors. Tan colors. And then on this shelf is my other daughter's high school graduation picture. Let's see if I can get a better one. She still looks like that, basically. And another of the felted pumpkins. And then on this side I have one of those metal pumpkins from Target Dollar Spot. And in the back I have these two vases I got at Goodwill a couple of years ago. And I got them specifically for this room and these bookcases. And then down here on the bottom shelf, again, I have the candle holder and the threshold pair. I decided not to put a candle in here at this point, but because I wanted to leave the pears in. The pears kind of mimic a candle since they have the stem on them that sort of looks like a wick. Maybe after fall, I'll take the pears out and put candles in there for the holiday time. Again, some of those wooden cutouts, another Pottery Barn decor book, and then another Target Dollar Spot sign and basket. And then over here, this is quite interesting. You may not be able to see it, but when my husband and I got married, one of my cousins for our wedding gift gave us this etched glass, and it's an enlargement of our wedding announcement. And she used silver ink to fill in the etching on the glass, and then I just put this parchment colored paper behind the glass. It originally had a different color behind it, but I like the way the parchment color looks better. There, that's a pretty good shot of it. Let's see the writing, so I kept that out. I'm going to go ahead and show you how I decorated my secretary desk. It's not for fall. I may add in a couple pumpkins later, I don't know, we'll see. But this I used to have in a different area, and I did keep books in this upper section here, but I've moved all the books downstairs. Sorry for the lighting. This room gets a lot of sunlight, so it's really hard to get good lighting in this corner. But this is where I put a lot of family pictures. So up on the top shelf I have a couple of pictures of my husband and myself. This was from our wedding. And then this was the cake topper that we had on our wedding cake. And then this was from actually a high school reunion, a 10-year high school reunion that I went to with my husband. And then on this middle shelf I have these two word signs that I picked up recently from Target. Let's see if I can get it a little closer. And then a koala that my daughters gave to me, because they know I love koalas. And then on the other side, I have this photo of my mother. Again, really hard to see. That was her college graduation picture when she was 20. And then on the bottom shelf, I have my daughters. And so in the middle, I have their high school smaller versions of their high school pictures. And then over here, photos of them doing their activities. My older daughter with her oboe, and my younger one when she was in the Nutcracker as the main lead. And then I have a candle here. It actually has, it's from Bath & Body Works. It's this almond candle, but I didn't want the almond showing for the fall, so I just turned it around. And then this is my nephew's college graduation picture. So that way, if I'm sitting over here at the desk, I can look at my family. And on the sofa in our bonus room, I have changed out the pillow covers to some for the fall. Actually, I use these with the trees on them at the holiday time to Christmas time, and then just use these pillows with these neutral and blue pumpkins on it for fall. And here's our stack of warm blankets we use to snuggle up with in the fall as well. So the other area I have finished decorating for fall is my family room. I've shown you most of these items before in separate videos, but here's a look at it overall. So let's start at the top here. This is the fall wreath I made as part of my seasonal wreath challenge that I host on a quarterly basis. And then we'll move down to my mantle, and I did a decorate with me as I put this mantle together and layered a bunch of picks along with some garland and neutral colored pumpkins. Give you a close-up look at it. Lots of layers here, Dusty Miller. But what you didn't see was I added in some chrysanthemums, and I do have lighting in here now. You can see the wires. They are lights, fairy lights, and they actually have a timer on them and a remote. So I have them set to come on every evening. So I think the flowers added a nice touch, and that way I was able to tie them in with the topiary trees that I also decorated for the fall. So here's a look at the left-hand topiary tree. And then on my hearth down here, I just added a candlestick with another little boxwood wreath, and then these velvet pumpkins, velveteen pumpkins I picked up from Dollar Tree. In the middle here, I have a basket just with some pine cones in it. I wasn't really intending to do much with these. They were just sitting here to kind of be used for other things, but I think they actually look nice there. And then over here, I have the same thing on this side, the pumpkin sitting on the wreath on the candlestick, and then the other topiary tree. My camera's acting up because it doesn't like taking shots where there's mirror. It gets confused by the glare. But we sit down here every morning, and I really enjoy looking at this whole hearth area. And I forgot to show you that I do have this picture that I got last year from Pier 1 on clearance. At the same time I got the pumpkin patch one, and this one I think was even cheaper than the other one. I think it was like $1.25, and it's also a pretty good size. I would say it's about 16 or 20 inches square, and the colors in here go with the colors that I have going on my fireplace area. Well, I hope you enjoyed watching my fall home tour. I may have a few more videos coming out with some additional decor I do for Thanksgiving time, so I hope you'll come back and see those. And also, we're going to get started here in a little bit on putting together some decor for the holiday time, Christmas holiday time. So that's it for now. Again, I do post several videos a week on decorating your home, including seasonal decor, tablescapes, and haul videos. So if you like that sort of content, why don't you go ahead and subscribe by clicking on the icon in the corner of this video or the subscribe button down below. That's easy for me to say, huh? Anyway, I hope you'll join in our community here. I look forward to seeing all of you next time. Take care. Bye-bye.